What's going on, everybody? Yo, 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 yo. Oh my gosh. It has been one heck of a day, let me tell you right now. But I did recently get my blood work back. Gave blood on Friday morning. Some interesting information came up. I'll wait till some viewers actually show up before I reveal. Until then, you guys can just watch me eat food, like usual. We have some chicken breast, like usual. Overcooked the crap out of it, but overcooked the crap out of it. We have broccoli right here, the usual teriyaki sauce. Very delicious. I do have more in the oven. So this is my pizza, whole wheat that I made, which is delicious as well. So fresh mozzarella on this bad boy. Damn. And very delicious and nutritious, I might say. How is the Canon Model Rice 9000? You win. That was pretty clever, bro. Right now, it is the Canon Rice, whatever you called it, for sure. But I'm really hoping I didn't fry it when I turned it on for you guys last night, because I probably should have let it sit for a few more hours. What was my very first job? My very first job was a busboy at a local Italian restaurant. Fun fact, I stole a lot of bread. There's like a bread basket in the back, and that's all I ate. Just a little fat kid that loved garlic bread. You guys know you can never have too much teriyaki sauce. You can also never have too much pizza. I really do wish my webcam was better. This is very good though. Yeah, unfortunately I can't get my camera replaced under warranty because I didn't buy the extended service plan. Next eating challenge. I may or may not have a challenge planned on Tuesday or Thursday. I won't reveal too much. I'll just say it's a collaboration with another YouTuber. It has to do with cheeseburgers. So stay tuned for that. Eric, big fan of your work thus far. What advice can you give someone with body image disorder? Not anorexia per se, but major self-esteem problems. Sorry if you get this question all the time. Totally glad you asked that question. My advice is to really kind of look into your actual body image disorder. Think about when it started, and most body image disorders or eating disorders or addictions in general all stem from other pre-existing issues. So if you were abused as a child or anything like that, and that's where you really have to attack the issues. Just your past, and really just come to grips with that. Now, for present day issues, and how to challenge your everyday issues with your body, realize that you're stuck with your body. So if you're not going to like it now, getting to 10% body fat will turn into wanting to get to 5% body fat, and it's honestly, it'll never be enough. That's just inevitable. So it's never going to be, you're never going to be satisfied. So that's what I had to realize. How's my blood work? I will reveal that in due time. What am I doing for work study? I'm studying communications, and I sell a lot of bikes, or try to at least. I switched from business to communications about 2 months ago. Am I maintaining 189 pounds? No. That diminished, thankfully. Not fully yet. I did gain some weight from that challenge, but it was fun, slightly. In a very sick and disgusting way. Man, you guys are quiet tonight. Best way to hide gyno. You probably, if you have true gynecomastia, I wouldn't recommend hiding it. I would recommend going to see a surgeon or your doctor and getting it removed. I know you said you can't afford the surgery, but cutting and getting leaner will not do anything for you if you truly have gyno. Favorite YouTuber? My favorite YouTuber is, of all time, I gotta say it's gonna be, just because he got me into everything, video logging, YouTubing, fitness, pretty much, be Matt Ogies from Legends of Aesthetics. Oh shit. Sorry guys, I had to, when the lack of questions are here, thanks guys. I have to go get more food. So just to let you guys know, I'm trying these party wings. Normally I don't eat this gross meat, but it was on sale. So these are like party wings. Ow. I tried to abstain from, or try to stay away from like chicken wings and all that garbage. Just like chicken thighs, not chicken wings, but like chicken thighs, legs, and all that stuff, and just stick with chicken breasts, but I'm trying something different. Do I get red marks on my body after challenges? What do they indicate? No, I do not. I have no idea who gets those or what. Dude, I get a haircut. I did. If you watched my latest video, you would know that. I'm just kidding, dude. I just got one. My clock is off by 10 minutes. You are a little late on that because it's been pointed out a lot, but thank you for letting me know. Well aware. I do not care though, unfortunately. What challenge made you feel the worst afterwards? That would have to be the 12.5-pound soul food challenge. That was disgusting and horrible. Literally, the ribs were like one giant slab of just fat. It was horrible. But very, very nice people at the restaurant, but just never doing that again. Do you still have experienced health problems to this day, like thyroid or hair loss? No, thankfully, and that's one of the things about, starting your recovery as quick as possible. Is the sooner you do decide you want to get healthy again, the better. It's the longer you deal with it, the harder it is for you to actually get your health back. It's so funny to me that people keep asking you for fitness advice, nutrition advice, when you could not make it more obvious you don't care. LOL. Funny, but not necessarily true. I do care. I just think that redundant questions and questions are asked over and over again that can easily be answered are what make me kind of laugh and chuckle. But I actually really like it when people ask those types of questions. You just lost one sub. Now you only have 9944. Okay. No idea who you are, but sorry. Do you think Molly is better than Matt Stoney? I'm not going to answer that question. I'm going to say that they're both extremely talented eaters. And Molly that would be a very good showdown if they got together and had an eating contest. That raw broccoli are steamed. I do not eat raw broccoli. I think raw broccoli is disgusting. All of my vegetables, every piece of fruit, vegetable, etc. that I consume is cooked. Fruit, not really, because I don't really cook fruit, but when did your libido come back during the recovery? I would say around 6 months of actually eating more. Although my testosterone levels never really fully recovered on their own. Ugh. Gross. That's why I do not get wings usually. Ugh. Would I ever collab with Nate? That would be sickening. I'd love to collab with Nate. That'd be so dope. And Nate just seems like a really cool dude. But he lives in Florida. To continue off Robert's comment, did your testosterone drop? And is it better now? Yes, my testosterone levels actually got down to what my doctor described as the equivalent of an 80-year-old man. So that was at my worst, though. Thoughts on Durian Rider? Again, Durian Rider. Durian probably has no idea who I am, but I respect him. That's all I'm going to say on that for the third time. Look at that one. Damn. Whew. Chicken or steak? Don't really like steak. So chicken. All right, guys, I'm going to answer 2 more questions and then show you guys. This is going to be a shorter Q&A. Just because I technically made one last night, but then I'm going to review my blood work for you guys. Did I drink a lot of coffee and 0-calorie energy drinks during my relapse in 2013? I didn't really relapse per se in 2013, but I did drink a lot of, I'd say a lot of coffee, not really energy drinks. I wasn't really into that. Still not really into energy drinks, to be honest. Will your strength and lifts decrease if you do not get enough sleep? And from the same person, since this will be the last question. In the eating disorder clinic, did they weigh you so you were facing backwards? Were there mirrors? So, I'll answer the first question first, or the second question first. Yeah, in every eating disorder clinic, you will never see your weight. If they do, they're not doing their job right. There were mirrors in our, basically, it was pretty much like a hotel room, but yeah, so there were mirrors in there, and pretty much had to check in and check out razors and toothbrushes and everything like that. And then after that, yeah, I mean, we could see ourselves in mirrors, though. They had bathrooms and everything like that. But my strength and lifts, well, strength and lifts not increase if you do not get enough sleep. Sleep is essential, but sleep is also overrated and I would say it's exaggerated a lot among people now. I made the best gains of my life on, getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep, and that was probably about a year ago when I got myself up to like 215, 220. Hit like my 455 deadlift and everything like that, so. All right, guys. I'm gonna be cutting it here. Like I said, it's gonna be a shorter Q&A. Here, dang, it expired again. I have to log in. So you guys know that I've been doing eating challenges for quite some time. I'd say roughly around probably, I would say probably about 2 years now. I've gotten blood work done probably twice, and the last time was probably about 8 or 9 months ago. And so ever since then, it's been pretty much just me, and I've really hammered out eating challenges since then. So, and this is for everybody that's pretty much always been like, oh, you're gonna get diabetes, you're gonna get high cholesterol, you're gonna get obese, blah blah blah. Granted, those are things that you know, are possible among, you know, competitors and competitive eating, everything like that. But this is also goes to show too that you can live a balanced lifestyle, getting your micronutrients in, and still really do this and just be functional and have good health. I wouldn't say my health is awesome and just blows everything away, but this kind of just for example right here. So my recent blood results are right here. You can see my cholesterol. I'll hold this up for a few seconds for you guys. So all those numbers right there are accurate. It's what I just had done. So that's pretty important right there. That's my cholesterol levels. And in my opinion, that's normal, in the normal ranges for everything. And keep in mind too, this is after a pretty big, substantial 48,000 calorie cheat 2 days or whatever. So yeah, but I mean, it's still pretty incredible. So that's my lipid profile. And the last one I'll show you, I'm still waiting on a few more. I wanted to get cortisol and testosterone and everything checked, and that'll be coming in an actual video later on. This is going to be my white blood cell count, red blood cell count. Everything is checking out. It all looks normal. Only thing that isn't is my BUN, but BUN levels are pretty much, that's normal for them to be elevated. So, but yeah, so that's all right there. So pretty crazy. Last but not least is my actual my sodium and potassium levels. I found it pretty funny that my sodium level was actually like normal. I take in like 9 to 10 grams of sodium a day, and that's grams, not milligrams. Potassium, everything like that. BUN, like I just mentioned. So pretty crazy, but yeah. So that's what I got back today. Pretty excited about it. I'm also going to be, like I said, getting my testosterone levels back soon, so that'll be pretty cool. Yeah, so I figured I'd show you guys. To all the haters out there, just kidding. But still, it's possible, guys. So, anyways, that's where I'm going to cut it. Just wanted to put up a little Q&A, answer some questions from last night if nobody got to them, and say hi to everybody. I will respond to Owen because Owen, I do remember you, bud. I'm glad you're liking the new bike, and I'm stoked that you're cycling, so shout out to you. Other than that, I'm going to cut it right here, guys, like I said, so stay tuned for another epic video. I might be doing another eating challenge coming up soon. I really hope that my camera gets fixed. All right, if I don't get it in rice, or if I don't let it sit long enough, it's just going to not work, so I got to let it sit. If it doesn't work, I'm going to have to buy a new damn camera, and it's going to suck. So, hope you guys like the Q&A. Stay tuned, like I said, for more epic videos, and hit me with questions for next week. Adios, guys. Peace out.